And welcome everyone. We've got Brendan Davies here who has run an absolutely superb race today at the IAU 100k Championship. So Brendan, how about you start off with telling us what time you ran?
I did 6:44 and finished in 10th place. Yeah.
Fantastic effort. And was that a PB for you today?
Yeah, by about 11 minutes. So super stoked with that. I've been stuck on 6:55 the last three World Champs, and I'm getting sick of that. So yeah, glad to break into the 6:40s, and sub 6:45 is a good little benchmark.
Yeah, that's a fantastic time, and I was lucky enough to see you finish actually because you lapped me, and when I saw the clock I thought, oh, he is going to be stoked because I knew that you were aiming for a sub 7, and yeah, you well and truly nailed that today.
Yeah, it was actually very lucky that you were there right at that stage, because when I was speaking to you and I just run past you, but I turned around to say my parting words to you, and I saw this bloody Swedish guy coming 100 miles an hour towards me. This was about 200 metres to go before the finish line. And,
yeah.
And then I went, oops, gotta go.
Yeah.
And I knew I was like, I didn't know my exact position, but I knew I was teetering around that top 10. And there's no bloody way I was going to finish 11th again, because I finished 11th twice before. And,
yeah.
And so I just gunned it.
The top 10 is very important. And so how about you tell the viewers about your race today and how that unfolded?
Yeah, just interviewing you then. It was actually very similar. I ran to my watch for probably the first 50 Ks. I wanted to average under 4 minute Ks, and I was doing that quite consistently, 350 to 4 minute Ks, and then different circumstances to yourself. My watch actually stuffed up. It started telling me I was doing like 4:30 the first time, and I knew it wasn't right, but I thought, oh, you know how in ultra running sometimes you think you're running fast, but you're actually not, and so I actually gunned it. And then the second kilometre after that was like 5 minutes, and I went, no, that can't be right. But I'd already built up this momentum a lot faster. And so I started to gap all these guys. I must have passed about between 50 and 60 Ks. It was like I put in this massive surge, and I passed like 10 guys. And I thought, well, it's now or never, because I've started already. Yeah. And so I just continued on that way. But like yourself, you were saying before, there is that payoff afterwards. And I hit 70 Ks and went, oh no, I've got 30 Ks to go. And I went through a bit of a rough patch between 70 and 80 kind of thing. And the time started to get slower. I think I averaged probably 410 to 420 between then. And I just had to draw on a lot of mental strength. And actually Nadine said to me, oh, Kirstin's winning at one stage.
Oh,
and I thought of that, I went, right, that's it, like I just got to go back to basics. So I really focused on my technique. Yeah. And you mentioned counting as well. I did that as well.
Yeah. What did you get up to out of interest?
Oh, look, I actually go on a rotating. I just count to like 90 and
start again.
Yeah, start again.
Yeah.
I can't count past 100. I'm not that smart. and then you repeated my mantra in my head, and it's funny, you get yourself out of that low state, and you actually feel like you're running fast again, and you're running well again when you start to like pull in the guys that had just passed you. So even though I did put in a ridiculous fast 20 Ks from about 50 K onwards to 70 K, from 75 to the end, I think I got passed by 2 guys, but they were flying and ended up finishing like 5th and 7th. And I passed.
And there's number 1 support crew in the background.
And I actually passed, probably more guys than...
fantastic.
So it all worked out well.
Yeah. So highlight of the day for you, for your race? Is there a point in particular?
Obviously seeing you, passing you in the last 200 metres, knowing that you pretty much had it in the bag, that was a massive highlight. And just actually realising, I think for the first time, my potential at 100k, because each of the last ones I've done, I've always felt like I've missed the opportunity. So to crack into the 640s is about where I should be, I reckon.
And is there something that you did different this time round versus previous 100Ks? Because you've obviously run a lot of, ultra events over your years.
In the lead up or the race itself?
Yeah, in the lead up.
Yeah, just first year where I've really just consistently averaged 100 mile weeks.
Yeah.
that was my big gain. I think in endurance.
Yeah.
Just especially in the later stage of these big races, and also of course focusing very much on road.
Yeah.
All I've done all year is basically road running, all the way up to Comrades, basically road running. Tempo runs, threshold runs on road, and progressive runs, that type of thing. Lots of speed work too, getting back on the track consistently. And,
Yeah.
you know, I had a very disappointing race a month ago at the World Trails, but you know, that was always coming.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what to expect at Portugal, and it was a very tough course, and I hadn't trained for that type of terrain.
Yeah.
So I knew I'd trained well for this, had to put that behind me and just forget about it, and just like go, well, no, this is what you've trained for, this is what you've come for, and just you know, have the confidence to give it a go.
And I guess that's a perfect example for all runners out there, that if you're going to go for a road, you need to train on the road and you get the good results like you did today, versus, you know, not doing a lot of trail running and having a really tough race out there because, you know, you haven't done that type of training, and I think that's really important.
Absolutely, specificity is key. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done trail, but I didn't keep anyone out of the team, so that's why I did it, because I thought it's a great experience. And
for sure.
But I didn't realise how much that result would actually negatively affect my mindset. It kind of put me in a bad way for a couple of weeks, but hey, I'm on cloud nine now.
I was going to say, you've done a complete backflip now.
Yeah.
And being team captain, obviously, you know, you've done a great job with that, and welcoming the new guys into the team that haven't ran for us before. You know, what's your highlight of being team captain? What do you love the most about that role?
Oh, look, I just love being the mentor, I think, and having that being willing to offer that advice to people that want it. Like Dion, for example, like I think he was a little bit disappointed about today, but look, it's his first major championship, and I just said, look, you're going to build off that, and your next one's going to be even better, and then you're going to build off the first two, and your third one's going to be even better, and that's how it went in my career. So, you know, like just little words like that, I think really put his mind at ease a bit, and Barry as well, like it's his second time, but you know, he had lots of things that didn't go his way today, and that happens in ultra running, so just being able to, you know, just tell him that, you know,
you've been there and you've experienced that, and I think that's very reassuring for these guys. You know, it doesn't make the time better for them initially, but they'll probably reflect and go, oh, okay, I can see, you know.
Barry was in the hunt today at a similar time to mine, but just a few things conspired against him. But I also love just the bonding element and being around the team and the spirit that it brings. I love that.
It's fantastic. I think we're very lucky with our Aussie team. We all live in different states, and yet we get together like we've known each other for for ages. So it's fantastic. So is there anyone that you want to thank today in particular? Friends, family, sponsors?
Oh, of course, Nadine. Like, she's just a rock of Gibraltar. I couldn't do this without her, and she's such a wise head. Keeps me, particularly in the lead up, you know, between trails. First of all, she was the one that offered me the words of reassurance after the disappointment of trails, and then gave me the opportunity to rest and just to recover and get my mind off, you know, racing and you know, getting in a good sleep pattern again for this. She's just awesome. And look, my sponsors are great. Innovate, I ran in, you know, their little racing flat today, and people think I'd be nuts running in a 150 gram shoe, but it was awesome. It just flew over the terrain, and just all my other sponsors back home too. They're great, but all the people associated with my coaching group, Up Coaching, I get so much support from everyone, other coaches and the athletes, and I know everyone was at home staying up late watching, and I was thinking of all you guys when I was running those last 20Ks in the hurt locker, those thanks everyone there, and you know, just anyone that has ever come up and said good on you, you know, that always is helpful.
Definitely, and I think, you know, this championship is amazing. We meet people from all over the world, and people just come up to you and shake your hand and say congratulations, great run. Or there was people out on the course today, like, early on I would be running with someone, I'd say, good job Belgium, something like that, and later in the race this guy kept just waving to me and, high-fiving me, and, I think that the team spirit out there amongst strangers is awesome as well.
Yeah, ultra running is a unique sport. I think everyone understands it's a tough sport to compete in, and so that goes beyond the personal achievement sometimes. It's just everyone's out there to do their best. We applaud everyone equally. And just wait till you get to Comrades and you're wearing an Australian shirt. You'll get everybody calling out.
Everyone loves the Aussies. It's very nice, isn't it? Well, thanks. We might wrap that up now and let you go and have a few more beers. And it means that I can have a beer as well. Okay. And once again, congratulations on a fantastic PB and finishing top 10 today.
Thanks so much, Kirstin. Well done to you.
No worries. See you.